Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Wicked Women Wednesday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tabacco. We're breezing through hour one. I don't want it to happen because at the top of the hour I'm going to lose my co-host. He has other obligations
easy come,
that
easy
are
go.
more important to me, which kind of hurts my feelings. But these things happen. You're usually reliable. But what's going on? I know we're trying to check in with our good friend Mike McHale, who's down at the big real estate summit in Atlantic City, to give us an update on what's happening with interest rates and all this other
everybody's
stuff.
still talking about this rally that the president did in Pennsylvania yesterday, which if you missed it, we're going to play you a few highlights throughout the show. This was the president yesterday in Pennsylvania.
By the way, to this day, there has never been, and they'll always correct me, in the history of politics, in the history of our country, there has never been anybody that drew crowds like we draw. And I don't have a guitar. I have no guitar. But this has never happened. I mean, if you took Ronald Reagan, and we all like Ronald Reagan, I liked him. I thought he was a great guy. But if he came to Pennsylvania for a rally, if he had 1,000 people in a ballroom or something, I mean, we're getting crowds, 25, 30,000 people, and then there'll be 20,000 people outside. We set up screens outside.
There were a lot of people there.
It is true. I mean, I see some of these manipulated rallies for like Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren. They have these big rooms and they have all curtained off and they have like 150 seats. He's filling the whole stadium.
Yeah, quite a crowd, that's for sure.
And in most places, there's like thousands of people outside just trying to get in and watching on screens. They're not even seeing the guy,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
He still has massive crowd appeal. Massive.
That he does. He's certainly somebody that can draw a crowd. Now,
is there any reason why we have to listen to this conversation as the production team tries to reach Michael
Don't worry about it. So speaking of the president, he's going to decide whether to hit Chinese imports with more tariffs in less than a week. Because remember, he set December 15th as the date for tariffs on nearly $160 billion in consumer goods.
Now this is not going to be good.
Well, why?
I'm just saying.
Why not?
One day we're telling people that we're making progress in the trade talks.
Well, Larry Kudlow always says that. I love Larry. Larry's a friend of mine, but he always says we're close to a deal.
Frankie,
he never says we're far away from a deal. So let me tell people what they could expect to pay. 15% tariffs are scheduled for all items, including video game consoles, computer monitors, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing, and other products that are often given as gifts. Now, retail analysts say that raising prices on those items 10 days before Christmas could hurt holiday sales. My advice for folks?
True. Buy it now.
Buy it now.
Yeah, go buy it now.
Buy it now. Don't wait 10 days.
Go hit the buy it now price. You know what? I try not to complain, but the last few days I've really been dealing with like a neck issue. I don't know if it's stress or whatever, but I'm hurting. And then when you start talking about more tariffs, it's giving me stress again. My neck hurts. But this morning I went to one of our loyal viewers, my good friend Dr. Puccio, and I think we have a shot at Dr. Pucci. But he's got the show on every day.
That's a doctor?
He is a real doctor.
I wouldn't let him give me an aspirin.
Dr. Nan, not one of these academic doctors. And he's got a great practice.
What's with that hat? He treats you with that hat?
I call him up
and
tell him I'm hurting, and the guy just flies the doors open, brings me in, stretches me out, snaps me back into place. I'm feeling good, and then you go down to ProCare, or if you want some advice, call Dr. Pucci. He's the best. But start talking about tariffs, my neck starts hurting again. I think I gotta go see Dr. Vin. Or at least can we stop talking about tariffs?
Fair enough. Days. Well, perhaps we can talk a little bit about lower drug costs, which the House is debating. They're considering legislation to cut drug costs. This is the Elijah Cummings Lower Drug Costs Now Act, which would allow Medicare to negotiate the price of at least 50 drugs per year. Now, this is interesting because this is something that during the campaign you heard both Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders call for. So it's very interesting that finally now Congress is getting around to following their lead.
We got to get our good friend Pasquale DeLeo from Quad M Solutions to talk about this and all the other ways we can do simple things to lower healthcare costs and particularly pharmaceutical costs. But we're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to come back right after this with more Liquid Lunch to wrap up hour one.